Question, how many of us get so discouraged we don't even want to continue our workouts because we're really not seeing any visible results? And you've been doing your job and putting your time in. It seems like, we have to see that visible change in order to keep going. But I'm here to say that all the invisible things that are going on underneath the surface matter so much. So, like the workouts, what it's doing for your heart and your circulatory system and your breathing and all those systems and functions in your body that are getting better, that will lead you to long-term health. And maybe think about the fact that it's helping you to maybe get off of your medication or maybe not even go on medication. I always used to say this is like one of the lessons that I like the most were the benefits of exercise because of the fact that we do sometimes forget and we do sometimes need reminders that, your blood pressure is going down, reducing the risk of cancer showing up, heart disease, lower cholesterol, all these kind of things that you don't see are really happening. And so, again, I'm here to encourage you because that's the truth of it. And the question is, are you a person that gets really discouraged? Because the truth is, a lot of things are happening. You just have to stick into the game of it, and that's your reminder. Okay, so like, invisible effort creates visible results. You just have to stick with it, and you will never regret it. But if you're the kind of person who is really struggling, knowing that you're putting in a lot of time and energy and you're not seeing the scale go down, or you're looking in the mirror and feeling like really disgusted and you don't like the way you look in pictures and you sure don't want to put on a bathing suit, all these things get to a place in a person's head where it just gives you a really great excuse not to even show up at the gym or do that workout at your house or go for that jog, walk, run that you would normally do, thinking I am too tired and it's just really not working because it really is working is the truth of it. So the progress isn't always visible right away. And in fitness, we always seem to measure, success by what we can see and the scale and that mirror. But all these other things really matter beneath the surface that you can't see. Your endurance is improving. That means your systems are getting stronger. Your strength is building, even though you might not have like the best, toned muscles that you might be looking for in the mirror, but you are getting stronger, and that's going to lead to a lot of great long-term health benefits for you. Your habits are becoming more consistent. It'll improve your mood overall, help to treat you with depression, anxiety. When you feel like really frustrated or stressed out in the day, the best thing you can do is just get moving, maybe punch a punching bag or go out for a run and just push yourself as hard as you can to get that like unhealthy tension out of your body. There's all these health benefits, and just because you can't see the change does not mean that it is not happening. That progress that you're feeling, it might be quiet. It's just repetitive. You got to repeat it and be consistent. That's what leads to the overall long-term change here. Those practices you put in place, they compound and make big difference. I'm speaking really fast now. I know I'm gonna like major time limit trying to remember everything. If you feel this and this makes sense to you, the first step is to just shift away from the instant results and just remember this here and just be consistent as hard as it is, because sometimes when I'm working out, I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm not going to actually, if I'm doing lifting or anything like that, I'm not going to actually see the difference instantly, but like maybe the next day you will kind of see something a little bit different. So think of it that way, because if the next day comes and you do feel a little bit less bloated, or you're kind of maybe okay with the way a certain body part looks on you, if that's what you're interested in, then you could do that little test for yourself, but just realize it might not happen right there in that moment, but the next day maybe it will, and imagine how that feels. So, instead of asking yourself, do I see the results right now? Work, just think about that next day. Maybe you will feel more energy the next day, and wouldn't that be so great? And that's what it would lead to. the next day. So just think of just not like so far in the future, but maybe just the next day. And only ask yourself, did I show up and do the work today? And then get out of the rest of all the visible things. Just ask yourself that. That's how you're going to build. That's how you're going to get consistency. And just take a minute at the end of the day to recognize your effort that was there, the fact that you showed up, even if the results are not there. It's definitely consistency over perfection. Focus on that for this week. You know, do yourself a favor and just plan out in advance when you're going to do a small little mini workout, even if it's 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Put it on your calendar and then just show up and do it no matter how you feel. Do not push harder or longer. Just do what you said and what you plan to do. But nothing will happen if you don't make a plan. So that's your first step. And then from there, that is it. Just show up and just do it. And that is what I have for you. So hopefully that little reminder will help you. All right. Bye-bye.